single, I don't recommend you get in a relationship.
So if you're single, I don't recommend you get in a relationship. Who am I to sit up here and tell you what you should do with your life? I'm not a psychologist. I'm not even a certified life coach. You don't even know who I am. But I feel audacious enough to stand up here and elicit this rhetoric. Mr. Committee Chair, my fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. My name is Hasib Abou-Zaki. Please remember it, because you're going to hear it more often. The reason I feel so audacious is because I've been in many relationships. And at the wise age of 35, I feel that after many heartbreaks, I have learned some important information, and I would like to share it with you today. What is the point of learning if you cannot share that knowledge with other people? Before you get in another relationship, if you're single, you must do these three things. If you don't, I don't recommend you do it. Number one, understand yourself. What does that even mean? If you don't understand who you are, what you like, what you don't like, how you want your life to go, where you want your life to go, what is it about you that makes you special? How can you get into a relationship with someone and expect that person to understand you? Number two, rebuild yourself. Again, what does that really mean? Now, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with you, God forbid. What I'm saying is that when you understand yourself, you're going to realize that there are some issues that perhaps you could work on. For me, for example, the last relationship I was with, which was where I learned from the most, was I am a terrible communicator, which is one of the reasons I joined Toastmasters, by the way. So now that I'm a competent communicator, hopefully I can actually go into another relationship soon enough and not mess up as much as I did before. If you rebuild yourself, if you fix those issues that you have, then you won't be an empty shell trying to bring maybe another empty shell to fill that hole. You can actually be a person that's kind of complete and hopefully meet someone that has also worked on themselves. And both of you go forward on an equal level. That's what it's about. That was one of the mistakes also that I made, was I had a lot of issues and that person had a lot of issues, and it was like, you know, the person that can't walk leading another person that can't walk. So, number three, in my opinion, the most important, and I can't overemphasize this enough, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? I don't care how many times you tell somebody I love you. Saying something and doing something are two completely different things. Even with your children, with your family members, if you don't love yourself, you can't express the proper emotions for other people. You should be able to look at yourself every morning in the mirror and say, I love you. And I know that sounds silly, but it's not. You are the most important person in your life, or at least you should be. And that's not saying that you're supposed to be a selfish person. But you have to love yourself. The most important thing in every spiritual guided or teacher or whatever, people that get paid for doing what I'm doing, which I kind of feel like a terrible business person right now because I should be charging you all. Every single one of those people will tell you that you are the most important person. You must look within yourself and love yourself to be able to love anybody. Once you do that, you will be able to have a successful relationship. My fellow Toastmasters, before you go and try to get in another relationship, you must do those 3 things. If you don't, I don't recommend you get in another relationship. Mr. Committee Chair.